ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਫੂਡ ਅੱਜ ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਿਟੀ ਹਾਲ 'ਚ ਆਏ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਨਾਉਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਹਾਊਸਿੰਗ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਸਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਫੂਡ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਵੀ ਕੀਤੀ, ਸਵਾਲ ਜਵਾਬ ਵੀ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਾਲਜਸ ਐਂਡ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜੌਬ ਸਿਨੈਰੀਓ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਲੇਆਫਸ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਆ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਵਾਲ ਜਵਾਬ ਇੱਥੇ, ਔਰ ਫਿਰ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਸ ਅਨਾਉਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਦੀ ਹਾਊਸਿੰਗ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਸਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਟੈਕਲ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਕੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ। First of all, congratulations to Mayor Brown for having a big check.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Yes. Premier, yesterday we were into the job fair, which was in Toronto Convention Center. 30 employers, thousands and thousands and thousands of applicants were there. Where are the jobs? Because the biggest employers of Canada, Bell Media, Desjardins, insurance sector, and Enbridge, they all laid off. And if we compare 2022 to 23, there is 27% to 35% increase in solvencies, bankruptcies, and layoff. So federal government is bringing the mass immigration, but honest lies with the province also, like where are the jobs and how can one person who is laid off can pay their mortgages? Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for the question. Right now, we're seeing, honestly, tremendous growth in different sectors, be it the EV auto sector and the Brampton plant. We're able to keep open. And before, in the previous government, they were closing that plant. And because of the great collaboration and cooperation with the mayor and the city council, more and more people are calling our ECDev department, myself, calling the mayor, looking for industrial space. We're short about 300,000 people to fill the existing jobs that we have. And just to remind people, the previous government 5.5 years ago chased 300,000 jobs out of this province. Today, there's over 700,000 more people working today than there was 5.5 years ago, because we reduced the burden off the backs of companies, reducing the burden to a tune of $8 billion. And I love this stat, because the manufacturers here in Brampton and around the province, manufacturers created more jobs in Ontario than all 50 states combined, and we're going to see tremendous growth. Now, as for there's a couple different groups we're talking about. New immigrants going through the process, I welcome them with open arms. We received about 800,000 people last year, fastest growing jurisdiction in North America. And then there's the asylum seekers, and my heart bleeds for these people. It's they're coming here for a better life, but the federal government needs to step up. They're bringing these people in, and God bless them, but they aren't funding it. So we need the federal government to step up with funding to take care of these people, because all they want is a better life, and I understand it. So we're going to keep driving the economy. We're the fastest growing region economically and in population anywhere in North America. But it comes down to making sure we create the environment and the conditions for companies to come here and thrive and prosper and grow.
Premier, next question is of the colleges and universities. We need reforms in that, because the biggest workforces of international students, they pay heavy fees to the colleges, universities here, but they don't get that education what a domestic student get. Because we have seen the system needs to be reformed, colleges, universities need more funding. We have seen protest here by the students after they get failed. Even they get their assignments done from the third party from other countries if college universities act on that. So what changes can be done in this so that we, in future, whatever workforce we get, we should get an educated workforce, not that, and there is a system here in the colleges that if you don't attend, there is no attendance system. Many colleges don't have an attendance system, and that means nothing to the system. So what changes in this field, college universities, can be done?
Yeah, well, first of all, Minister Jill Dunlop will be coming out on Monday to announce a really good announcement. But again, you can't take a sledgehammer to the whole system that the federal government did, blindside everyone. And don't get me wrong, there's some bad actors in the private sector colleges, but there's some good schools as well. And I just believe in working within the ministry to kind of shoo out the bad actors, encourage the good colleges and universities to keep moving forward, because everywhere we go, anywhere in the world, myself or Vic Fideli, our number one selling feature are the colleges and universities and the students that are coming out of those colleges and universities. And that's what companies are looking for. Big corporations like Volkswagen and Stellantis and other companies coming in here, they look for the talent. And I'll put our colleges, universities, and our students up against anyone. They have the ingenuity that they need to build the province. But one example is really in the tech sector as well. At one time, 5.5 years ago, these students would graduate from, let's say, Waterloo. They'd hop on a plane, they'd go down to San Francisco Bay Area and Silicon Valley, and we'd never see them again. That's changed. Silicon Valley and San Francisco Bay Area employ about 388,000. Here in Ontario, we employ 422,000 people in the tech sector. It's growing rapidly. We've seen over a $20 billion investment in the tech sector. And now the tech sector involves everything right across the board, no matter if it's healthcare or building EV vehicles or the ag sector that we've shipped out $19.6 billion of agricultural products all around the world, specifically down in the U.S. So we need to sort that out, but the minister's coming out with a fabulous announcement on Monday.
जो आज announcement ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਫੋਰਡ ਦੀ ਤਰਫ ਤੋਂ ਉਹ ਹੈ 25.5 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਦੀ ਜੋ ਫੰਡਿੰਗ ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਮੇਅਰ ਬ੍ਰਾਊਨ ਨੂੰ ਚੈੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਹਾਊਸਿੰਗ ਕ੍ਰਾਈਸਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਟੈਕਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏ ਫਾਸਟ ਸਪੀਡ ਤੇ ਘਰ ਬਣਾਏ ਜਾਣ ਔਰ ਮੇਅਰ ਬ੍ਰਾਊਨ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਟਾਰਗੇਟ ਪੂਰੇ ਫੁੱਲਫਿਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਸੋ 25.5 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਆਫ ਫੰਡਿੰਗ ਇਜ਼ ਗਿਵਨ ਟੂ ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਬਾਈ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਿੰਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੀ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਫੋਰਡ ਨੇ
Well, good morning, everyone, and I'm thrilled to be back here in beautiful city of Brampton alongside Minister Calandra, Minister Williams, MPP Hardeep Gurwal, Amarjot Sandhu, and Graham McGregor. I also want to thank my good friend Mayor Brown and all the city councilors and staff for hosting us today. And I'll tell you, folks, they do an incredible job through the leadership with the mayor and the city councilors. And I was just telling the mayor when I was driving down Highway 410 when I was first married 36 years ago. I think it's 36, but anyways, 36 years ago, and man, has it changed. It is just booming. And I remember the 410, I think it was just a 2-lane road, but you see the tremendous growth, and I'm just so proud to be standing with a quality team, and the city has been a tremendous partner to our government as we work to build the homes and critical infrastructure a growing Brampton needs. Our government is making historic investments in healthcare, including for a new medical school to train new doctors to care for local Brampton patients. Just imagine that, a young person grows up in Brampton, goes to the medical school, and then starts working in the hospital. And we're building a second hospital with a 24/7 emergency department so that Brampton residents can finally connect to the care they deserve. We're tackling bumper-to-bumper traffic by building the Hazel-McCallion line and bringing it to downtown Brampton. We're moving ahead with Highway 413, from planning and land acquisition to engineering and environmental assessments. And last summer, we introduced the Building Faster Fund. This new fund is a 3-year, $1.2 billion program that rewards municipalities for the progress they're making against their annual housing targets. Last year, Brampton broke ground on more than 7,000 new homes, achieving over 80% of their 2023 housing target. So today, I'm pleased to present the City of Brampton with a Building Faster Fund check of $25.5 million. This check, these funds, can be used by the city for infrastructure projects that lay the groundwork for more housing and community development. Brampton's progress in building homes is just absolutely incredible. And so is this mayor and the council. They're getting it done. We need other municipalities to follow their lead. Once again, congratulations to the mayor and the city of Brampton for your progress. We look forward to continuing working with you to build homes and to build infrastructure Brampton needs to reach its full potential. Thank you, and may God bless the people of Ontario. Now I'm going to hand it over to the champ of all champs. I was telling my minister last night, I wish we had more mayors like Mayor Brown, because he gets it. He gets things done. So, Mayor, over to you.
Well, what a great way to start the day. A big check from the province to build more housing. Thank you, Premier Ford, for your tremendous leadership in encouraging municipalities to build housing. Specifically, I want to recognize the chair of our planning committee who shares our joint commitment to build housing faster. Councillor Pleshy is doing a great job as planning chair. Our Deputy Mayor Harkirat Singh, Councillor Santos, Councillor Power, our CEO Marlon Caladine, and Councillor Vasante. We've got an incredible team here in the city of Brampton that is working so closely with our great team of MPPs, and we are very much determined to hit our housing goal that was established by the province, 113,000 new residential units over the next 10 years, and we don't want to just sign a pledge, we want to hit that pledge and exceed it. In 2023, Brampton approved 12,432 new housing units. That doesn't even include the 4,494 net new additional residential units that were registered. We are making huge strides. In 2023, Brampton realized $2.3 billion in construction value through building permits issued, of which $1.3 billion was for residential development. Brampton's overall construction values have increased 17% in 2022 and 37% from 2021. In Brampton, we are making it easy to put shovels in the ground and build housing. And one thing I'm very proud of, our planning commissioner, Steve Ganesh, is not here, but his team, our superstars, Premier. When I became mayor, they were at 12th spot on the build list for fastest approvals. They're up to 4th spot. Milton's still the fastest city for approvals, but we're determined to catch Milton. We want to be the easiest place to build, to invest, to create homes for families, and our planning commissioner knows that he has that goal as part of his mandate. Just to speak about the growth we're seeing in Brampton, Brampton's population has exploded, growing at 5 times the rate of the province, 4 times the pace of Canada's. And so when the Premier talks about coming here years ago when he lived here, anyone who lived here knows how different Brampton is, how the growth has been explosive. One stat that I'd share that really speaks to what is very unique and explosive growth in Brampton is you look at the last census. In the last census from 2016 to 2021, Brampton had a 10% growth rate. You look at adjacent municipality, Mississauga, where it actually declined by 1%. So you look at that contrast. Our commitment in this city to build housing is one that is determined and genuine. There'll be no red tape to make sure that a young person can actually afford a home in our city, and we are committed to work with the province to look at new ways to streamline that process. We'll do whatever we can to accelerate timelines, to cut red tape, and we're excited to continue to do everything we can to hit the provincial targets. And may I say, Minister Calandra has been phenomenal. Taking time to listen to us, to hear us, to look at different ways that we could get new housing on faster. So you couldn't have a better relationship with the province than we have right now. They've been so supportive. When the Premier mentioned the new hospital and the LRT, our proposal to connect into the downtown, those are the 2 big dreams we had of the city. And because of this provincial government, because of this Premier, they're getting it done. So we're very happy in Brampton today, and we're even happier with this check presentation to help us build more housing. Thank you so much, Premier. Great news for the city of Brampton.